Welcome back to the 12 Days of Whiskey. I am Baloney. Today is day 8, which means we have 5 days left. And I said for the final 5 days of this series, I wanted to give you guys my top 5 bourbons of the year. Little caveat, my personal top 5 bourbons of the year will only be bottles that I either physically own or us as the Chicago sports bums via Head Bum in Charge or the bums in general own or have tried or tasted. If it's something at a bar, if it's something at a tasting or a gathering that I had, I didn't want to count it. It wanted to be stuff that I have my hands on. So today, I've got this bottle right behind me, Russell's Reserve 13. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I had a couple friends on. Shout out Aaron, 630 Whiskey, and John, the Dram Daddy. Aaron poured a little bit of the Russell's 13 pre-show, and I said, "Oh, peer pressure, peer pressure. I'm going to do the same thing." I probably should have waited because I knew this bottle was coming the previous day, but no big deal. So I poured just a little bit more. We're going to keep drinking it because, of course, bottles are meant to be drank. So yeah, obviously, Russell's Reserve 13 is a very hyped up, very allocated bottle. The original release of Russell's Reserve 13 was in April of 2021 to crazy fanfare, crazy hype. I remember people were doing crazy things for that first original batch bottle. Shout out Head Bum in Charge. He was able to get one. We tried it. We reviewed it, and it was one of our bourbons of the year for 2021. So now 5 batches later, we're in this was March of 2023. No, May of 2023. Batch 5. And since then, that bottle has stayed just as hyped as when it first released, and it's gained $50 worth of price. So originally MSRP was $100. MSRP this year was $150, and that is not including secondary, which goes banana lands. I don't even know how much it's going secondary because I don't even want to look because this is one of the bottles where people will do anything to get their hands on. So I was lucky enough to try this. In a previous video, put it head to head with Jack 12, which you might be, spoiler alert, be hearing from in a couple days. But that was a idea I got from Matt Porter, ADHD Whiskey. So you guys can watch that video where they go head to head. So I'm going to have a lot of the same notes for this video as that previous video. So this will go quick. Obviously, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but bourbon fastball right down the middle. Wild Turkey is one of my jams. I love everything Wild Turkey. And in that original video, I talked about Russell's Reserve 13 for this year really not having that turkey funk, that unexplainable turkey funk that you get, whether it be rare breed or Russell's Reserve single barrel or even Wild Turkey 101. There's that, warm, funky feeling that you get when you drink that. You don't get that from this bottle. So, and I haven't gotten it from a bottle of the single barrel that I got this year too. We want the funk. Bring back the funk. Now, that's a song. We do want the funk, though. I love the turkey funk. I love that unexplainable feeling. I don't get it from here, but that doesn't mean it's not fantastic. The nose is like dark chocolates. Oak is very prominent. Dark chocolate or dark cherry, I'm sorry. And like leather and tobacco. And that's like the nose and the palate, the taste, almost identical. I get a lot of like rich, dark cherry, and then the oak is ever present, and then like a real lingering finish right at the end of tobacco and like leather and everything that like a well-aged bourbon should be. I love it. I love it so much. Now, the argument would be, is it worth all the hype? I mean, it's subjective. I really wanted to get my hands on a bottle. I've been waiting since April of 2021, wasn't able to do that. And then I was lucky enough to get this one. So I think if you're able to find it at MSRP immediately, yes, of course. Like this is a special bottle that should be, bought if you have the means and if, have the means to find it at MSRP. Otherwise, it's tough. So I've got these 2 bottles right here sitting on my desk. The Russell's Reserve Private Barrel Selection, or even just the regular single barrels, if you're able to find them at most liquor stores nowadays. Like every so often, the big box liquor stores will release a private barrel of Russell's Reserve, and those aren't as hard to find as the allocated Russell stuff. And then good old standard rare breed, which I keep saying is, the best bang for your buck in bourbon. So, if you were to ask me how different is, this Russell's Reserve 13 to a Wild Turkey rare breed or a Russell's single barrel, it is different. It is special, but it's not that much special to where it garners, $600 allocate, or like $600 secondary. And actually, that's a little high. I've seen it at some BS liquor stores for right around like 450 in the Chicagoland area. But even then, are you telling me $450 for a Russell's 13 compared to a $65 rare breed? Yeah, of course. I'm saying buy this, and you could buy so many of these. I actually got to buy a new one. Look, I'm almost done. So yeah, am I happy I got it? Yes. Is it one of my whiskeys of the year? Of course. Is it going to garner that crazy hype where, Wild Turkey is doing great things. I keep talking about 101 being like a standby on my shelves too. Yeah, I wouldn't go crazy. Like, and then now this is me saying that after I'd gotten the bottle. Of course, like before that, I'm like, I need to get my hands on it. But it's still it's the bourbon fastball. So that's my number 5 on the top 5 whiskeys of the year. I don't know if I did a great job selling it. I said the Jack 12 was better, and then I said the private barrels and the rare breed are just as good. But all that being said, I still love it, and I still love that bottle, and I'm continuing to drink it. Before I let you go, I've got a new ad from the head bum in charge. So here we go.
It's the holiday season, and finding the perfect gift can always be stressful. If you have a picky dad or a drunk uncle you can't find a gift for, then give the gift of bourbon. Bourbon makes a great Christmas gift, and the bums have you covered. Stop by Greene Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook and get a bottle ASAP. Our 9-year Knob Creek bourbon, our 8-year Knob Creek rye, and our NULU toasted wheated will have you feel like you're sitting in front of the Yule log, making you all warm and toasty on the insides. So don't give the same boring gift card this year. Give the gift your whole family will love. Whiskey from the Bourbon Bums.
Shout out Greene Valley Wine and Spirits. Tomorrow, I'm going to tease tomorrow's video, day 4, or 4 more days left. Day 9 of the 12 days of whiskey. My number 4 whiskey of the year is going to be joined by some breaking news from the Chicago Sports Bums. We've got a new pick coming. We just recently, last night, did a pick for Greene Valley Wine and Spirits. So I'm going to break that news along with our my number 4 whiskey of the year tomorrow on the 12 days of whiskey. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing and all that fun stuff. If you can, share it, retweet it. All this stuff goes a long way, but we appreciate everyone's support. And we'll see you back tomorrow for another 12 days of whiskey. Cheers.